Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see you back here, and I can't wait for you to watch this Get Ready With Me Q&A. I answer some really cool questions about my life, where I'm from, school, my sorority, makeup, all the fun stuff, and just a bunch of questions and answers. And I hope it isn't too long. I hope you like my video, and always remember to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I hope you all enjoy. Alrighty, so with that being said, let's just dive on in and do this Get Ready With Me Q&A. So for today, I am actually leaving to go babysit in like 2 hours, and then after I babysit, I immediately am going to my friend's party. So I'm getting ready now, and that's just the gist of why I'm getting ready. And I thought, since I haven't got ready in like 3 days because I've just been getting back in school mode, I'll do my Get Ready With Me Q&A. So let's just go ahead and dive in. To begin with, I'm actually going to start by moisturizing my face. Today I do have like a little bit of acne to cover up, and like some redness. I actually went and laid in the tanning bed yesterday for like the first time, I feel like, in like 6 months, because I'm not a big person on laying in the tanning bed because it like just damages your skin. But I did have some like really bad breakouts going on, so I kind of went to the tanning bed to dry them up, and I got burnt kind of badly under my eyes. But that just normally happens. Like, that's the only place really I burn on my body. But okay, so I'm gonna begin moisturizing with the Clinique Moisture Surge. I always begin with my eyebrows, and I'm not even gonna lie, like, I'm not the best at doing brows, probably because my brows are like, right now my brows have not been waxed in like 8 weeks because the girl that waxes mine has not been in, and she hasn't been able to do my roots either, so they're kind of bad. But so yeah, I'm kind of dealing with some like regular, like more bushy brows than normal, and so I'm not the best at brows, what I'm getting off to. And I kind of just like do them messy and then carve them out, and then just keep going back to my brows the whole entire time I do makeup to get them like how I want them. Because I have, if you look like really closely, I have this one that's just like has straight hairs, and then this one, I don't like know what is wrong with it, but like, hold on, kind of blurry. It's like got, yeah, there we go. It just like kind of goes everywhere at the beginning, and this one just lays straight back. So that is my problem. If anyone knows how to fix that with your brows and like train your brows to be normal, let a girl know. I think I have a question about like brows, so like let's go answer it. Nothing beats Coke Zero. The taste of Coke and 0 calories. By Coke Zero. Wow, they should put me on a commercial. Okay. So I did get a question about my brows, and it was, what brow products do you use? So I use this to start off with, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. My eyebrows are naturally a darker color, but I like them to be a little darker because I really like them dark. And then I use this first, and then I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills 7B brush with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color medium brown. So this is how I do my brows. Then I'm gonna go in, and that's how like the top looks. It's not the one that's like angled, it's just a little one. And just kind of just give them some like definition. And see, like, that's a little messy, and like I just go in and sharpen that up. I got a question saying, are relationships worth it in high school? So all of my relationships sucked in high school, I guess. But I mean, honestly, I will say sometimes they are worth it. I mean, I have seen people that like go to high school together and are dating, and they end up marrying. They're like high school sweethearts, and like that's adorable, but like that would never be my case. Like, I would never marry anyone I dated in high school. But like the thing is I will say that dating the guys I dated, like, nothing against them if they see this or hear about this, they are, a few, not even a few, like 2 of them are good guys. The other ones, honey, no one should ever date them. But I did learn kind of from those relationships what I wanted in like a guy now. Like, well, I just said like, oh, well, what? So those relationships kind of just taught me what I wanted in a guy. So when I came to college, I definitely knew who I was looking for. And yeah, so I guess relationships can and cannot be worth it in high school. They honestly, I want to say, are not worth it, because I think I would have had more friends and more experience in high school to make my high school experience fun if I wasn't like invested in guys and like fighting over guys all the time. So I'm gonna say they're not worth it, but it was kind of worth it to me because I found out what I wanted in like a significant other. Okay, then I got another question that said, what have you learned from past relationships and past friendships? Okay, so I'm gonna answer the relationships ones first because I kind of already like went over that. So the first guy like I ever dated, like really liked, was like, there's no other words for it. And I don't know how to say this without being like mean, and I don't want to be mean, but I would sit at home and stress out constantly about what he was doing. And I actively knew that he was cheating on me in some form, whether it be like person-to-person contact or like over the phone. I knew, like, I would sit at home and like think about like, oh, I wonder what he's sending these girls that are on his Snap, or wonder what he's asking these girls to do, and when he's home, like, is he actually home? When he says he's here, is he actually here? Like, I know that makes me sound psychotic, but after you find out someone cheats on you once and you stay with them, which you shouldn't, run, ladies, run. You can do so much better, okay? But once you find out he cheated on you, and when I'm like young and dumb and in love and he's telling me like, it won't happen again, I love you so much, like, blah blah blah, and always makes you feel guilty for what he's done, because somehow it always came back on me and I believed it. One time, shame on him. 2 times, shame on you. And that's just that. I know that's people say it all the time, but it's actually true. If he's cheating on you, like, you can do so much better, ladies, okay? So much better. And then also too, like the other relationships I had in high school, because I kind of like kept going back to him, but we would break up and I'd date someone else and then go back to him and then date someone else and then go back to him. It was a constantly like circle, over and over and over. And the other guys I dated, like, they had their perks, but they also had their downfalls. And I just really think there was one guy I did date that honestly was such a sweet guy. I just knew he wasn't the one for me, and we both had different like goals in life and different like aspirations, and I knew that it would never work out. But like, I still love, like, I'm not gonna say like love him, but I still like him to this day and think he's a great person, and hopefully one day he finds a great lady, because he really is a great guy. But the other ones, they were good, but like I said, they just never treated me the way I should have been treated. And I guess at the time, I thought the way they were treating me was better than like my ex-boyfriend. So it was better and like it was good, but honestly I look at it now and it really wasn't. And I'm not like saying anything against like any of the guys I dated. Like, everyone makes mistakes in relationships, and like, I'm not gonna say I was perfect the whole entire relationships either. Like, I was young, I was dumb. Like, if I heard he cheated on me, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get back at him. Like, what is the point of that? So those relationships honestly taught me, like I said earlier, like what I wanted in a guy. And now I know that, like, I deserve someone that's 10 times better and treats me good and honestly treats me like a princess. And that's how my boyfriend is today. So I guess that's like kind of what past relationships have taught me, that I'm a princess and I need to be treated I need to be treated like a princess. And also it taught me like what I want in a guy. And yeah, so that's what I learned from past relationships. And then past friendships, I've learned that you have to get to know the person and read the person before you tell them everything and become friends with them. I feel like friends, especially for girls, is very hard to come by because a lot of girls are rude and mean. Not all girls, but a lot of girls end up wanting your significant other, or you fight over boys, or they're jealous, or they're just mean girls, and you think you're your friend and you're putting everything into that friendship while they're sitting there stabbing you in the back with this little brush, you know, like, ooh. They're stabbing you in the back or talking crap about you to other people, and you have no idea. And I just think that that's literally, I never had an actual, like, good, trustworthy friend in high school. And I think it was because at some point or another, I always got stabbed in the back, and I would forgive them and get stabbed in the back again. So, or they would just like quit talking to me. I'm like, how can we be like best friends and you're telling me what you did last night, and then you leave me and don't even talk to me for a year? So, but then I take them back, you know, that's just kind of who I am. Not anymore though. And so past friendships also taught me kind of what I wanted in a friend and what's a good friend, what's a bad friend. And I honestly, since I've came to college, I've met my like best friends. And I know it's corny, but like they'll literally say like, when you join your sorority, your sisters will be your bridesmaids, and like that's true. Like honestly, I have super close friends who are super nice, super great to me, and would like put their life on the line for me too. And I never had that in high school. Like, I never had someone stand up for me. I would stand up for my friends, but they would never stand up for me. And now I have girls that would do anything for me. And I especially have one friend that would probably beat up anyone for me. And then my roommate, she's always been there for me, and she's like a great friend. She's a person I can trust with like anything I tell her. And she's someone that can just help me out. She's amazing. And then all of my friends really in my chapter, and all of my sisters are amazingly sweet. And I think it's all because we had very bad high school like friendships, and now we know that like none of us are putting up with that petty like crap, and we're all nice people. Now you won't find that in London, Kentucky. You might, I don't know, I didn't. So basically, past friendships and past relationships taught me what I want now. And that cut the bad friends off, say bye. It's better to be alone than have no friends. Well, it's better to be alone than have friends that stab you in the back. And my life would have been 10 times less stressful if I would have took that advice that I just told you all when I was in high school. So right now, I'm carving out my brows. They look like this. Alrighty, then I'm gonna like take some concealer, and that's what I use to carve them out, and put all over my lids, because I actually do my eyeshadow before I do my makeup, my face makeup. So let's see if I have any more I have more questions, but let's see which one I want to answer. So I got a lot of questions about my sorority, and I'm just going to go through and kind of like answer them all together, because there's a lot, and a lot of people just like don't know about it. When I came to college, I did not know who Alpha Phi was, or what everything is, and what is this, what is that, like the words. Like I didn't even know half the stuff, because no one in my family has ever been Greek. And so I came in here clueless, So, but I kind of think it was a good decision because a lot of people knew other things about sororities and they had like prejudgment before they even went in. And where I didn't know anything, like I wasn't just like spreading rumors about other chapters and stuff. So that worked out in my advantage, I guess. But now you're going to have some insight on what a sorority and like recruitment's about. So basically the first question I got was, are sororities really like they show on TV? So I feel like a lot of things you see on TV are not real, not true, just like social media. And I was like skeptical about it too. And I was skeptical about coming in a sorority because of how bad my friendships were in high school and how like mean girls were. So I was like, holy crap, like why am I putting myself through this to join a chapter that has like 300 girls that are all gonna be bullies? But someone told me, like I had like 2 girls from the town I was from that's like, college is not like high school, like rush, like you will meet your friends there, like they will be true friends. So I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna be in a sorority, and she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I want to go through rush. And she's like, why would you put yourself through that? And I'm like, because everyone's told me that girls are not like how they are in high school. That, I mean, girls are not like high school girls once they're in college. They know they've been treated bad. They've seen bad friendships, so they act different now. And so she was like, okay, like whatever you want to do. And like since I decided I wasn't, sorry, I'm trying to find makeup up. Since I wasn't going to cheer in college, I was like, I need to get involved in something or otherwise I'm going to lay in bed all day and not have any friends. So let's go. So basically, I don't think at all, sororities are like how they are shown on TV. I go to a big university that Greek life is a really big deal, and it's getting bigger and progressively growing at UK. And honestly, I think on TV, like I can't even picture a movie that has sorority girls in it. So I think a lot of things you see of sorority girls on TV is that they're constantly out drinking and like they're like trashy and they're all over boys and they're there to go and be like this and that, and they're just constantly like really dumb. They're dumb girls, or they're like really, really smart girls, and they're only a certain type, and every sorority has this like standard, and they're constantly partying. They're like they're all over these guys and all of that. I guess it's like the normal TV standard of sorority girls, but it's not. Like it's really not like that at all. My sorority, I'm in Alpha Phi at UK, and even when I went through recruitment, every sorority here was great. So basically, I just think they're not how they are portrayed on TV. I found like my best friends in my sorority. All of my friends are really, really smart. And like girls, naturally people once they go to college are going to party. Not just sorority girls. Every party I've ever been to, when I introduce myself to a girl, sometimes she's not even in a chapter at all. So, all these girls out here partying, not just sorority girls, so get that out of your brain. But, I feel like sororities are held to a higher standard here at UK, and basically, you know, you can't wear your letters to a party. You can't be seen doing this in your letters, and if like someone in your sorority sees you doing something bad out in public at a party, they're gonna confront you and be like, girl, that's not good. And that's just like, not to like they want to make sure our reputation as a chapter is good, but also too, like by them doing that, you're better off when you go to get a job or apply for grad school, when they go search your name, to not have a picture of like a beer in your hand drinking. So they're just like really good about that. They don't want you to look trashy at all. And I think they get you prepared too. Like there's like study sessions and tutoring. We have like AFI tutors or something like that. I forget like the punny name or something. So like if you've been to class and you got an A or B in it, you can tutor your other sisters. So, and then we have study vials where you can get like things out of like past tests, and that helps me. So really sororities on campus, I think at UK and like other campuses, are really honestly about sisterhood, you know, getting the grades. And also giving back, like philanthropy is really big in Alpha Phi, and I think that we do a lot of community service as a chapter. So basically a sorority is a group of girls that strive to be great, instead of us out there like partying and being trashy. Like, we're amazing women. And let's see, so they're not like they are on TV, girl. Let's see, pros and cons about being in a sorority. Pros, everything, really. The only thing is that sometimes you have to do stuff that's required, and it does take time out of your day to do it. So you're like constantly like stressed out if you have something to do with your sorority and schoolwork. I think what else is a con? I mean, there's 300 girls there, so like everyone's not gonna get along, but no one really has like bad beef where like they come up to each other and like they're saying stuff about each other. If like you don't like a person, you just drop it. And so that's kind of a con and kind of a pro. But like all the pros are, you get community service hours in, you get to meet people, you meet 300 girls, like you have your best friends for life. Like I can tell you exactly who would be my bridesmaids right now and half of them are from Alpha Phi. So as soon as you walk in your class and you see a girl that you know that's in your sorority, you automatically have a friend in a class. So like that's a definite pro. So there's definitely more pros than a con. I feel like there's cons in everything though, so take it how it is. Okay, then I got a question about, before I go on, I'm going to do my eyeshadow because I'm literally just sitting here. So to continue on, I'm going to do my eyeshadow. And I got a question about what is your favorite eyeshadow palette. And so, I don't have a favorite. I have multiple favorites. First off, Jaclyn Hill Vault, love it. And then I also love the Soft Blend by Anastasia. I feel like this is very good if you know that you do not have time to go on and blend. Throw this some natural look on, some brown, some glitter, let's go. And then I also love the Jaclyn Hill palette. I have 2 of these, but look how nasty this one is. That's disgusting. And the James Charles palette has also become one of my favorites because you can honestly do any look you want to with it. And everything in here is very blendable, and it's a cheap, affordable palette. So this became one of my favorites too. I don't know what look I'm going to do today. Okay, so I think I'm going to use the Soft Glam palette today just because I am in a hurry to get everything done. So basically, that's what it looks like. Grab orange soda. Yeah. And just blend it all through my crease. So I can literally do this while answering questions. Okay, another question I got about my sorority was, what exactly is a sorority and how do you get into one? So a sorority is, it is a society for female students in a university or college for social purposes is what it says. I mean, I guess it's for social purposes, but it's also to like get involved on campus and be a part of something and do something by giving back and donating and fundraising and everything like that. So basically a sorority is friends for life and just a bunch of fun and a bunch of good experience, and to make sure that my grades were held accountable. That's another thing, they make sure you have a certain GPA or you're booted. So yeah, and how do you get into one? That was the second part of the question. So you go through recruitment. Every campus is different about how they do recruitment and how long recruitment is. Our recruitment lasted, I think, 3 weeks this year because we did it on weekends and just different days. Sometimes when I recruited, it lasted a full year. I mean, a full year, what? A full week. And a full week. A full week. And so it kind of goes through that, and you go through different rounds. So you start off with open house at UK, where you go through every house, talk to everyone. I think it's like for 30 minutes. Then you go to philanthropy. Then you go to sisterhood. Then you go to preference. And then you wait, and the next day you have bid day, and that's when you meet all your pledge class. So like that's how you get into a sorority here at UK, and like most of the places are like that too, just a little different. Alright, then the last question I got about a sorority is, what's it like being in a sorority? Is it fun? It is so much fun. If I wasn't involved, I'd probably cry. Like, I would miss it so much. I love it. So much. It's so much fun. Okay, then I got, let's see, what other question? 5 places to go in Lex. Ooh. I mean, I guess there's just like different places to go for everything. I really like going to the Summit to like shop and just like hang out, especially in the summer. I like having a mall here because I can like shop in the Summit. And then, so if I want to go shopping there, if I want to eat like around there too. And then like, I also love restaurant rides. My favorite restaurant in Lexington's Tony's downtown. But my favorite place to go, I guess I like to go have some, in Lexington I like having a big variety of restaurants, so I like to go eat, I like to go shop, I like to go downtown and like eat, and then there's like a few shops down here, and then like right now they have ice skating, and then that's where like the bars are, so I like to go there when I'm, you know, not doing work. So I like to go there, and then I like to go, oh, I like to go to Keeneland when it's open. That's like my favorite place to go. Like, I love going to Keeneland and betting and losing money. It's my favorite. I love Keeneland though, it is a lot of fun. Okay, and then my favorite places to shop. So if I want comfy clothes, Lululemon only. Literally, that's the only leggings that should ever be worn in anyone's life. Those are so great. And then I honestly like to shop at boutiques. Like, I love the boutiques at the Summit more than I like any shop at the mall. And then I also like, if I do go to the mall, like I usually go to Forever 21, like that's a good store to like find stuff to wear to like parties or like theme wear stuff. And it's just a good store for a lot of needs, especially finding stuff that like you don't want to spend like a lot on, but you need as like an item in your closet. And there's like some cute steals and finds every now and then in there. So yeah, Forever 21 at the mall. I like the Summit, I like Lululemon, I like boutiques, and I like a lot of online stores. And then I honestly love this boutique in my hometown called Posh. Like, I literally get most of my clothes there. So they have an online website if you want to check it out. Alright, let me go on and answer a question again. I got some questions about what is my major and why I decided to change my major. And I did not actually change my major. My major is still public health, by the way. Actually, I switched to pre-vet the end of last semester. I was pre-med, and I honestly would not mind being a doctor, but I wanted to actually be a surgeon, and so that's what I changed. I changed from pre-med to pre-vet. So my track I changed, I guess. But the reason I changed is because I wanted to be a surgeon, and I was like, I'm not even going to make money until I'm like 30-some years old, and I don't want to study my life away. Like, I stay constantly stressed out, and like my mental state when it comes to school is not okay. Like, I have a million breakdowns, so I definitely did not want to be in school forever. And like, even though I know like to be a surgeon you just go to med school for 4 years, but then you have an internship and a residency, and you're constantly taking these tests to become what you want to become. And like, I did not want to be that stressed out my whole entire life. And plus, I always wanted to be a vet since I was a little girl. And then I seen my dog get hurt when I was like 12, 13, and it scarred me. So then I was like, I'm not going to be a vet, I'm not going to do it. And then I just feel like it's more right for me because I'm so good with animals. Any animal. Like, I had a pet snake when I was younger. I had a pet pig. Like, I love animals. So it's honestly right for me to be a vet. And I feel like I like animals 10 times better than I like people. And my dog means the world to me, like more than any other thing on this earth. My dog is my heart. And I just know that I could probably treat animals better than I could treat people. I mean, I could treat people good, but like better is the key word there. So now I'm pre-vet and I'm so excited, and like I want to work hard to get there. So it made me excited for what career I wanted to do, and that's kind of why I changed. Okay, then let's see. Do you like UK? I love UK. Really, I seriously really do love UK. And then I got a question about what other school would I have went to if I didn't go to UK. So I'm gonna answer those. I love UK. It was my #1 pick. If I stayed in-state, I would never go to any other college, by the way, in Kentucky. I mean, Louisville is a good college, but like I just didn't like I didn't really like the atmosphere of it, I guess. And like you'll understand like once you go to college and when you start touring colleges. But like any other college in UK, I mean in Kentucky, I feel like I wouldn't have liked. It's way too small for me. And UK's great. It's the flagship institution of Kentucky, so why would you not want to go here? So UK is amazing. I advise everyone to go to UK. Even if they're second guessing it, I'm like, yeah, it's a big campus. Like, yeah, you don't have one-on-one with your professors. People say that all the time, but actually you can if you put in effort and get other office hours, then they will get to know you and they will help you. And there's so many resources on UK's campus. Like there's free tutoring, there's people that help you write papers and advise you. Like UK is great. And I'm not even gonna lie, it is hard. Like I've had a lot of people tell me that they go to different universities. When I was pre-med, I had some friends at different universities in Kentucky that were pre-med, and they would tell me like their classes and like how easy it was, and I'm sitting here like, what? I'm struggling over the easiest class. And like that's not because like they were smarter than me. It's literally because UK is so hard. But in the end, if you're going to grad school, you're going to be more prepared than those students that had it easy. So UK, it is hard, but it's worth it. Then I had a question about where I'd have went, right, if I didn't go to UK. So I would have went to Ole Miss. I really liked Ole Miss, so I probably would have went there. And it's kind of like UK. So let's answer another question here. Everyday jewelry. My cross necklace. Well, you probably thought I was about to show you my boobs. My cross necklace my grandma got me. Love it, and my Cartier ring. And then I also I wear this a lot too. It's my grandma got me this David Yurman bracelet, my grandparents actually. And then whenever I'm wearing like black or like it kind of goes with it, I'll wear my Hermes bracelet. But that's kind of, this is my everyday though. Like I usually wear this every day. Yeah, so I don't really wear jewelry every day though, so that's kind of the closest thing you're getting. How did you do your makeup in the last video? I kind of did the same entire thing I'm doing right now, but with the James Charles palette. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm about to do my foundation, and there's some on here about foundation, so here we go. What foundation do you use? This is my ride or die baby. Would not ever use anything else. Air Flash Spray Foundation, water resistant, 12-hour wear, Dior. And then I had someone ask me, this is my favorite foundation too. Someone asked me that. Someone said, what is your favorite foundation that lasts pretty much all day? This can sleep in it and still looks the same. Don't recommend it though. And then tips for flawless foundation. I honestly think to have flawless foundation, you have to find the foundation that's true to you. This is really good for dry skin. I don't know about oily. I'd have to see, but this is really good for dry skin. But I think the main thing for flawless foundation is your skincare. If your skin is not up to par, which mine is not great today, like I am burned and have a few breakouts, but if your skin is not up to the par, like your foundation is never going to look good. You could spend $100 on foundation, $1,000 on foundation. If your skin's not good, it's not going to look good. So my recommendation is to spend money on skincare. Like I know people don't want to do that because they're like, oh, I want a really cool eyeshadow palette. Well, girl, honey, get your face right first, you know? I mean, I have had to, oh my god, my earrings getting makeup on them. I just bought these. I have had to, you know, I buy a lot of my makeup on my own and my family buys it. So, like, I mean, but they always give me, like, you know, this is your limit. So, I have had to forfeit that new eyeshadow palette for skincare, ladies. You can do it too, because then, who cares about the eyeshadow when your face looks good? You know? I mean, no, don't get me wrong, I love eyeshadow, but I love skincare too. Like, I love going to bed looking like a greased chicken. I really do. So, yeah. That's my tip for flawless foundation. And then today I got a question about what foundations do you recommend for tropic humid areas? This foundation I'm using, it's a 12-hour water resistant, so it's not moving when you're sweating either. It's so good. Like, look, it just like covered up everything. And I got a question about favorite full coverage foundation. This one's pretty full coverage. There's another Dior one I use that's not really full coverage, and I'm trying to think what else. The Hourglass, I think it's like Vanishing Stick, that is full coverage, and I like it too. The only problem is why I'm not using it is because I got too light of a color, and I like to look tanner, so I only use it sometimes when I'm really fair. Okay, let's see. Then I got a question. What is your favorite skincare products? Okay, I love any face mask or any mask. Like the Glam Glow mask are really good. But my favorite skincare is moisturizer. I use different moisturizers throughout the day. And my Clinique I use before I put makeup on. And that's the only time I use it. I use a very thick moisturizer when I go to bed or during the day. And then I also use serums. I love serums. Serums and moisturizer and tea tree oil for your blemishes. And face mask. Like, I love any type of face mask. I've only had one face mask like ever break me out though. So just go with the kind that you know. And like also too, like you can also do this. This is a really good tip for skincare. If you get skincare and you're not seeing any improvement and you're getting more breakouts, write down those ingredients in that skincare, and if you go buy another product and it's literally almost the same ingredients, do not buy it. That is honestly my go-to tip. Yeah, it might take time to sit there and read the back of the label, but it works and you're not wasting money. You're finding something that makes your skin look good. So, pro tip there. I'm not a pro, but I like to think I am. Okay, let's see. What else? Do you lay in the tan in bed or use fake tan? If so, which do you recommend? Yes, I have laid in the tan in bed before. I don't lay in it that often. Like I said, this is the first time I've laid in 6 months. So, no, I do not like the tan in bed. I do not recommend the tan in bed. It is bad for your skin. I do not want skin cancer. So, and it makes you have wrinkles. But I use fake tan. I use St. Tropez Ultra Dark. And I use a foundation brush to put it all over my body. And then I use body blur on top of it when I have, like, if I have an event and I know I'm like wearing a dress and I want my legs to look like my face, like literally like flawless, use body blur. It's so good. So good. It literally makes you look like you have foundation all over your skin. And St. Tropez darkens you like no other. Like, I mean, when I use St. Tropez, I look like I have literally been in the sun for years. And then I also get spray tans. Then let's see. Do you miss cheerleading? That's a good one. So, do I miss cheerleading? No. And I know that's shocking to everyone that has known me my whole entire life. I do not miss cheerleading, like, honestly, like, at all. Like, I miss my coaches, but for some reason I honestly thought I would miss it so much. I miss the feeling though of competing when I watch people compete, but I don't have like withdrawals from it. But cheerleading, I don't miss at all. So weird. I think because I was like so invested in high school that now I'm like free and I have like my freedom, and not even like freedom, like I don't want to act like I'm like free from cheerleading. I never wanted to do it. No, I did want to do it. I probably want if I have a daughter, I'd want her to do it. Like, I loved it. It shaped me to who I am today. It shaped me to be super competitive over everything. Everything I'm competitive over. Don't come at me. Literally, I'm gonna win. So I'm so competitive, and I thank cheerleading for that today. I also thank it for shaping me to who I am. I also had a question about, I seen it on my phone just then. I'm just not popping these off my head. What my favorite concealer was to cover up stuff. It's the NARS Raby Creamy Concealer. This is in the color Macadamia. I usually use the color Honey. Then this is my other favorite concealer. I'm not a big Tarte Shape Tape person. I think it looks too thick on me, but it is a good concealer. I will say that. So it's also one of my favorites, but this is the one I honestly use more, is the Naked Urban Decay Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. And this is in the color Light Warm. And yeah, so this is my favorite. Those are my favorites, NARS and this one. Concealer saves a life. Well, I think I'm ready. Let me answer another question. What's your favorite scary movie? Jaws. Hands down, all the Jaws movie, all the shark movies. Like, I even like Sharknado. That's so weird. Like, everyone says I watch the weirdest shows. But I love anything like that. I think it's because it could be real. Like, Sharknado could not be real. That's messed up. But Jaws, like, I know the shark couldn't be, like, that big. Or, like, but shark attacks are real. So it's more scary than someone performing an exorcism, I think. Okay. Do you have a fitness regimen? No, I haven't worked out since the summer. Why am I bragging about that? Like, that's not good. So I don't have a fitness regimen. I used to be a big person in, like, fitness and then gym. Like, when I didn't have cheer, I would be at the gym. If I do have a fitness regimen, though, it's usually, you know, I do 10 minutes of cardio when I stretch, do 10 minutes of cardio when I get in the gym, and then I target each body part, a different body part every day. So, and I always do abs, like, 3 times, almost every time a week, honestly, if I'm working out. Okay, does the sleepy stuff from Lush work? If you're sleepy, yes. If you're not, no. I mean, it makes me, like, feel more peace and calmness than it does put me to sleep. But, I mean, I can sit there and smell it. I know it smells really weird, but, like, I can just sit there and, like, have it on my hands and smell it while I'm, like, trying to go to sleep, and it kind of does put me to sleep because I'm already sleepy and I'm already in bed. It isn't like you put it on your body and you just automatically are like. So, what's your favorite thing to do when you're having a bad day? Pray. Pray, 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 pray. And I don't pray. I honestly don't pray as much as I should, so I'm not even gonna. That's like one of the things that I should do, and I do every now and then, which I should do more. That's another one of my New Year's resolutions, is to get closer to God. And but my favorite thing to do when I'm having a bad day is kind of honestly just like come home, put things in perspective, and chill out. Like, even if it's just like laying in bed and watching Netflix, or even taking a nap, or taking a bath with a lavender stress relief candle and having a bubble bath. Like, that's probably one of my favorite things to do when I'm having a bad day. But most of the time, if I'm having a really bad day, I'm like, okay, Peyton, you need to go to sleep. And like, I literally make myself go to bed because I know it's not going to get any better and I'm just going to get sad. And I have bad days. This past semester, I had a lot of bad days just because I have been suffering from depression, just because it's something like major that people have been like doing to me, I guess, and have put me through, and it's still a thing going on. But I kind of, you know, started seeing a therapist and talking to her about what's going on and why do I feel the way I do, and she kind of gave me some tips, and like, that's not something you should be ashamed of. If you go see a therapist, you need to. If you feel depressed or sad constantly, like you can't get out of bed, you need to go see a therapist. So I had a lot of bad days last semester, and my therapist literally told me, and like, I wasn't having bad days because of school. I was having bad days because someone was putting me through a lot and bullying me and harassing me, and like, I mean, it was really bad, and it made me like really, really sad, just the constant unknowing of what this person was going to do to me next. So I was really, really sad and just scared, and I'm not even gonna lie, like, I still am, but my therapist has helped out a lot. And just relaxation and taking like some bubble baths, yeah. But school can stress you out too, so that makes me have bad days. And then sometimes I just have really bad days. Like the other day I woke up and got this email about how something needs to be approved, and then this and this and this and that, and then my car got towed. That's one thing about anywhere near campus at UK, like, expect that you're not gonna be perfect and your car's gonna get towed. Alright, let's see. What's one thing you could change if you could change anything? The negativity in this world. I feel like everyone wants to judge people for stuff that they have no idea what they're talking about, and be mean to people, and everyone has their opinion on stuff that they have nothing to know about, and they want to bully people and be negative. And even though people think that since they're commenting on something or like subtweeting you and all this stuff, that it doesn't hurt your feelings, but deep down you are actually bullying someone and harassing someone over something you know nothing about, that is like not true at all. and you were hurting someone. And when people comment mean things and say mean things about someone, that is such a negative person, and they need to step it up and only be concerned about themselves. Like, I honestly, that's another thing I'd change too, is that people are way too concerned about everyone else. I could give a crap less about everyone else unless it's my family and my friends. So, anyone else? Like, I wish everyone well. I really do. Even like my people that don't like me, like, I hope they have great lives and fulfill whatever dreams they have. But I'm not concerned about what they're doing in their life. Like, live your life, honey. I'm gonna live mine. I don't need to know about yours. And I don't need to talk crap about you. Because guess what? I'm not your friend. And I'm not your, I don't know. Some people I don't even know. And so I just, like, always am saying, like, negativity is such a bad thing in this world. And the amount of bullying and stuff that goes on, even though they don't think they're bullying. And I'm not gonna lie. There was one point in my time in my life where I was, I'm not going to say, like, a mean girl, but, like, if someone crossed me, I crossed you back. Like, I definitely did not take crap, and I think it was just because girls were constantly coming at me and, like, trying to get me in trouble or trying to date the guy I was dating or do something with him. And so, like I said, like, I'm cool with you and I love you and have nothing against you until you cross me or do something to me. And then I did react, and in high school, I think that's why, like, people, like, that don't know me think I was mean, because everyone just heard the negative things. But I used to not have a backbone, and my mom constantly, like, told me, like, Peyton, if you don't have a backbone, you're gonna get run over in this world. And it's so true. And even to this day, like, if someone does something to me, I'll let them know, but I'm not negative about it, and I'm not gonna talk crap about that person. And I feel like in high school, everyone can be a little mean, so. But I never would bully someone. I would just take up for myself and let them know how I feel, because I'm a very honest and blunt person. But I would never bully someone, especially to the point, I don't even understand. Just, like, so much negativity and stuff in this world, and it's so sad because people don't realize how hard that can affect other people, even if they don't think it. They think it's harmless. You're not harmless, and, you know, you need to be a better person. And that's one thing I definitely changed when I came to college, was it's a new clean plate. People aren't out to get you, Peyton. You can be less defensive now. And I was, and I still am, and I have no problems with anybody, and everyone is constantly so nice and sweet. So I would change just the negativity and all the bullying and stuff that goes on. And yeah, it's really sad. Like, I could cry, but I have makeup on about how mean, like, people have been. Like, I've had people be mean to me my whole entire life and judge me, and they don't even know me, and, like, it's sad. Like, negativity in this world and the harassment and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Mind yourself, worry about yourself, your family, and your friends. Yeah, and wish everyone the best. Like, I wish all of you that if you watch this and if you don't like me, I still wish you all the best, and I hope you live a long life, you feel your dreams, and, you know, do great. Okay, continuing on, or I can go on a rant. Got what college do you go to? University of Kentucky. Favorite snack? Sour gummy worms. Will you do an apartment tour? It looks so cute. Maybe. I need to get a few more decorations, so I might. I actually live downtown, so it's pretty cool. On the 19th floor, and I look over, like, downtown, so pretty awesome. I would not go to any other school in Kentucky besides UK. How do you cope with anxiety and depression? See a therapist. I was taking in literally last semester what everyone said about me to the heart, and it comes to the point where you have to be like, and I don't cope with it well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's hard. So I would literally, I was a person in high school that wouldn't let anybody get to me or anything, and, like, I'm still like that. Like, I'm very tough. I'm very tough. Like, my boyfriend probably has seen me cry, like, twice. And it was, like, this one time I woke up to, like, a lot of people saying bad stuff about me on my phone. And people sent it to me, like, Peyton, I'm so sorry. And I just cried. I broke down and cried. And I was like, I can't take it anymore. Like, people were so mean. And I was like, I want to say something, but I'm not going to. Like, there's no point. So I don't cope with anxiety and depression well. Anxiety is very hard, and I think at times you have to sit back and put yourself in perspective and be like, I have this going on, this going on, this and going on. I'm a tough person. I can do it. I can get through it, and I'm going to do it for whatever I'm doing it for. And depression, you just have to make yourself get better. And, you know, you got to cope. You got to keep going, girl. And I still have to tell myself that. Like, I'm telling you this, but sometimes I don't even do it. So, it's a hard thing to do. And then I got a question. Let's see. What is a motto you live by? Love yourself first. I have lived by that since my senior year of high school. And I've been 10 times happier person since then. And it's very true that you need to love, well, I love God first, but then you need to love yourself first over everyone, because if you don't love yourself, how can you love anyone else? What's your favorite makeup look? I like a very kind of matte finish, but with some highlight. Actually, no, I like a dewy finish on my face with a little bit of highlight, and I love like reds on my eyes with like golds. It's my favorite. Love it. I love red lipstick too, even though it's like kind of going out. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go in with some MAC Fix Plus. I just like the smell of it. And some setting spray. And then I'm going to answer my last question, because I have one more question, I think. And then we're going to be done. I need to put on some mascara and lipstick. Okay. Do you miss London? And I had this question asked to me like 5 times. And it was like all from London people. But no, I don't miss it. It shaped me who I am. But I would never go back. And I'm not saying that, because some people might have good experiences in London. I actually know some people that have. But I just think there's a few of us that London is just a weird place. And it is, because I will even tell you this, that I was at the hospital. So the phlebotomist who was taking my blood at the hospital literally told me that he would never go back to London, and that it's the weirdest place he has ever lived. And I was like, that is so true, because honestly, he was like, people are just weird, people are so cliquey and judgmental in London that I could never move back there. So, and like all that, and he'd never go back. And I was like, yeah, me neither. I mean, yeah, like I said, it shaped me. It's who I am today. I thank London for that. But I just feel like I've always belonged to like a bigger city. And like Lexington's not that big, but like I still think I'd belong to something bigger. So yeah, I would never go back to London. I don't miss it either. Life is so much better here. Okay, and then so yeah, that was practically it for my Get Ready With Me Q&A. That's the only questions I got. I hope I answered some of your questions. If you have more, just DM me. I'm almost out of this, and it's like literally my favorite. It's Strawberry Minerals. It's in the color Aquan. And I'm done. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Like, I'm sure I'll do another Q&A at some point, because I really think it's cool to answer questions and for people like know about me and know about who I am and what I like and what I don't like and where I go to school and all of that. I need some hairspray, but yeah, so here's the finished look. Yes, I'm in my bathroom, but I forgot to answer a few. Like, I had my questions like categorized because I'm like an organization freak, and I forgot to answer a few about my lip injection. So here's how they kind of look. So I forgot to ask about where I get them done at. Someone asked me where I got them done at. I get them done at B Medi Spa in Lexington. And then how much were they? Their price for them, I get Juvederm put in, so it's like $6.50. Another question was, do they hurt? Yes, they hurt, but the place I go doesn't hurt that bad because they like put 2 numbing shots here. So those 2 shots don't really hurt that bad either, but I think the aftermath hurts like 10 times worse than the before, because once the like numbing starts to go off, you bruise and swell, and they're just like kind of sore and very tender. And yeah, they're safe. They're good to go. Kissable. I hope you liked my video, and like I said, if you're still here, subscribe down below, hit a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching and listening to my answers and my questions and watch me get ready. Yeah, hope it wasn't too long. Thank you. Bye.